I'm happy with some of the things we're doing offensively. I think our young guys are, for the most part, are trying to do what we ask them to do, the floor spacing, the tempo with which we're playing offense. I was actually more pleased with the freshmen than I was with the upperclassmen as far as their attention to detail. As far as us running offense, but defensively, we had segments of the game where we played okay. We see young players make the mistake when we teach them our system. They think our system's predicated to steal basketball, so they think that because you pressure the ball, your job is to go for steals. That's the last thing you do in our system. When you go for steals, you're putting guys in bad spots. But I like our aggressiveness, and I thought we did things fairly well, given the fact it's so early in the year.
Obviously, you're focusing on you as much as anything right now. But with Longwood having a new coach and this being his first game, what do you see? Are you watching tape from last year? Or are you just kind of looking over the overall schemes?
That's the difficult part about playing these early, the games early on your schedule, is that you don't know a lot about, especially when you have turnover in coaches. You don't know a lot about style of play. You kind of have to go by just coach's background and just kind of go out there and do best you can to prepare your team. It's going to be hard to do any kind of in-stone preparation. It's. I mean, if you're going to prepare against a team that you know the coach and like for example, we prepare against some Big 12 schools here pretty soon. I don't need to watch film to understand what they're going to do. Because the coaches, we all run our systems pretty consistently. That's the thing. It's a first-time head coach, and he comes from Gary Waters' stable, and so I know they're going to coach a physical style of basketball. I know they're going to play hard. They're going to compete. That's what those guys do. So it's going to be interesting. We got to watch the returning personnel, and try and make sure that the little that we do know, we can be well prepared for.
Coach, this weekend, kind of going forward with the season starting, what are you working on in practice? Are you game planning specifically for opponents, or are you still trying to install and make better things here or there?
It's a little bit of both. We're so young that I can't just get game ready with the team. We have to continue to evolve and focus on us, but also start to teach guys how to mentally prepare themselves for their matchups, for what kind of defensively, what kind of actions are coming. Offensively, how they guard certain screens so you understand what cuts are probably going to be there for you. That's the great part about coaching guys that have been around when you got upperclassmen, that you can really, really help prepare them for that next game. When you got a lot of young kids, you're still trying to teach how to cut, how to screen, and you can't go to that next phase. But we got games on us, so we got to manage that and try and do the best job we can of still focusing in on us so we can continue to grow, but start to introduce that game planning. It's crucial. That's the difference between seniors and freshmen. Seniors understand the value of a scouting report, and freshmen don't. And so it's another learning curve that's coming our way here. I'm a huge football fan. I got no problem with the two sports overlapping. If I schedule a basketball game the same day as a football game, then shame on me. Shame on me for doing that, especially a home game. But I'm not going to do that. I understand the dynamic of where I live and the sport I coach. I just know that I've been places where you coach games during football season and your fans come watch your team play. I don't understand why that's such a, I had someone say to me, because I read my emails, and someone sent me a note saying, Coach, love what you're doing. Could you not schedule games on Sundays? I didn't know I competed against the NFL at the University of South Carolina. I'm an NFL fan also. I got home, I watch a little NFL game, but I have a duty to coach basketball at this university, so we got to play the games where we can put them. Next thing I know, I'm going to have to compete with Dancing with the Stars, too.